Alright guys, massive news for a hype upcoming character in Wuthering Waves. With brand new info and updates, we now have more details on Carthethia, which is looking to be really interesting. We're expecting this character to come out really soon after the anniversary update, and I'm sure a lot of you want to know more info about this character. What is she all about, like her release date, kit details, playstyle, element, weapons, if she is going to be restrictive or a free-to-play friendly character, and a lot more info. She's looking to be one of the most hyped up characters in Wuthering Waves, as well as a very unique character with the possibility of having two forms, which sounds pretty crazy. So let's go over all the Cartethia info that we know of in this video. And if you guys need to top up on Astrites, check out this website called LD Shop. LD Shop starts you off with an 18% discount compared to the in-game purchases in Wuthering Waves. And here is how I got 1,980 Lunites for just $25 instead of the in-game price of $30. It's a very simple process. All you have to do is enter your UID and server. You then go confirm the order, and within a few minutes, my order got completed. Now, if I go check out my in-game account, my Lunites have appeared. And as you might have noticed, the first time double top-up bonus also got included with my first purchase. LD Shop is quite safe and reliable. New users can even obtain a 10% off coupon, as well as a second exclusive 5% off coupon from simply using my link down below in the description. With all these coupons, you can save up to $50 on your next purchases, and they even have a VIP system where if you spend over $80, you'll then get a VIP membership where you can then claim a free Lunite subscription as a bonus. They also have excellent ratings on the Trustpilot website. You guys can check it out for yourself. It's a very safe website. I use it all the time. Check out the link in the description or pinned comment down below to save with LD Shop. And also real quick, if you guys want to be kept updated on everything WUWA, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and put those notifications on to be updated right away 24/7 on the channel. But alright, let's get right into it. Here is the brand new info about Cartethia, talking about her playstyle, and we have a few comparisons of her to other characters to give us a look at what she is all about. The first thing here, it's pretty interesting. It says she can solo. So Cartethia can solo. So what I can take from this is this character is going to be quite strong, a character that doesn't need to rely on others to perform very well. I was kind of expecting it because they've been building up this character for quite a while. Next up is info on her flexibility. So her flexibility is said to be higher than Zanny, and the character reliability is lower than Zanny as well, which means she is less restrictive. As we know, Zanny relies on Phoebe for her full performance, her full DPS potential, but this info suggests that Cartethia is going to be very flexible, a unit that brings the same value as a standalone character, which is really good for free-to-play players. Now, since Cartethia is an upcoming Arrow DPS character, and we're about to get Shakona, a dedicated Arrow support, in the second phase of the 2.3 update, a lot of players were concerned if this combo will be as reliant as the Zanny and Phoebe combo, if you're gonna need to pull Shakona to use Cartethia. Well, I have some good news on this because the new info here suggests that Shakona will indeed have a similar role to Phoebe, but Cartethia will be less tied to her, which is pretty good news. So according to this info, Cartethia is less tied to Shakona than Zanny is to Phoebe, which is pretty nice for free-to-play players that weren't planning on getting both characters. Now, of course, if you want maximum DPS value on Cartethia, Shakona easily is your best bet. She will provide crazy arrow buffs. But according to this information, if you want to pull for just Cartethia alone, then she will work just fine. Now, it's also stated she does not benefit much from attack stats, which means she might scale on something different than attack percent. To speculate, maybe she's gonna be based on HP percentage for her damage. That would be very interesting. And the last bit of info at the end here, this is kind of crazy. I was not expecting this, but apparently a Yang Yang altar is in the works. So this is gonna be a 5-star version of Yang Yang that is incoming in future updates. This also reminds me of that info saying Yanwu is also in the works as well, like a 5-star version of him. So right now, we might see 5-star versions of these down the line, which sounds pretty insane. You guys let me know, do you want them to bring 5-star versions of 4-star characters in the game? If so, let me know which one down below in the comments. Alright, now moving on to some gameplay descriptions for Cartethia. Here we have some info on what her kit looks like. So she's going to have 5 basic attacks, 2 versions of heavy attacks, 2 skills, 2 different skills, and a transformation with the ultimate similar to Zani. We saw this before that Cartethia will have a transformation. It was said to be a giant form, and that giant form turns out is going to be her boss version. So yes, her boss version is speculated to be playable. We even have the design here of the playable model. So comparing this to Cantarella, a side-by-side comparison, and the model looks pretty big. We know Cantarella is a really tall character overall, and now the giant model basically 1.5 times her height, which would be really cool to have in the game. The first playable giant form character, and it would even be a playable boss character. So I'm really interested to see what they end up doing here. And we also have some Cartethia gameplay information. She's going to have a flying ability, being able to avoid attacks and go back and forth in the air. So this pretty much confirms that she will have aerial combat, and also she's going to have a transformation. The transformation will give her a brand new set of attacks, new basic attacks, and new skills. So went over the Cartethia kit info. Now let's quickly talk about her basic info, like her release date, her element, weapons, what the banners are going to look like for the 2.4 update. Let's do a quick overview of what this character is expected to look like. So her release date is expected in a 2.4 update, and aside from Cartethia, this update is looking really packed, with other characters like WUWA being expected, and the new 2.4 skins. The skins for both Changli and Carlotta that got announced is coming in this update, and we'll also get a bunch of rerun banners, so a lot of stuff is coming. But going back to Cartethia, Cartethia is going to be coming out in the first phase of the 2.4 update. Now regarding her element and weapon, she is said to be an arrow sword user, and also she's going to be a role of a main DPS. Additional info suggests that she's going to have 2 forms similar to Zani as we saw previously, and in a different way because it's going to be a playable giant form. And she's also said to bring a new mechanic to the game, which is the new arrow erosion mechanic, which we previously saw that Shakona is going to have this new mechanic as well. And for those who are wondering the rerun banners, since we're getting the Carlotta skin and the Changli skin, I'm expecting that Carlotta or Changli might come in the first phase of the 2.4 update. And for the second phase, we know that we have a brand new female unit called Lupa on the way, making her first appearance as a 5-star fusion element character using the Broadblade weapon, having a role of a sub DPS and buffer. And for the characters alongside Lupa, it's going to be either Changli or Carlotta, since we have the new skins being added, or maybe it could be someone else. This is purely speculation at this point, but these skins are definitely a reason to bring back these banners. Summer skins are pretty insane. I'm definitely buying them. But yeah, so this is pretty much all the info that we have on the Cartethia character. This is incoming for the 2.4 version update. So if you guys enjoyed, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and put those notifications on to be updated right away with any news for WUWA. That is all the info for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.